What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve. Today we're going to react to Community Season 3 episode, where are we? We're at episode 17. Damn. Basic Lupine Urology. Oh man. Last week, Abed learned a little empathy and Annie learned, she can't control everything. You got to let things go as they will. I think we're at the halfway point now, or a little bit past, so I don't know what this is going to be about. I can't even guess by the title, but we'll see, and I want to get into it right now, so we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Greendale Community College is represented by two separate...
Oh my god, they're doing it like Law and Order. Come on.
And the eggheads that make a big deal out of it.
Oh my god. They're so good. Come on.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
It said study group on it. Evidence.
Yeah,
I love that they brought him back.
She got me here on a very misleading text message.
Jeff, technically you are about to be screwed in the biology room. A passing grade? Like a C? Why didn't I just get pregnant at a bus station?
Oh my god, Annie.
What happened? Our Yam was killed, but Professor Kane says we could still get an A if we figure out who did it.
He did not say that.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
Looks like it's gonna be a late night. How we managed to pull the short straw?
It's not a short straw.
I tried to bolt it, Allie, actually.
It's a hot potato.
Survey says
We can't bolt through the zinger.
sorry.
Yeah. Oh my god. Come on. This is good. Holy shit, man.
You scatter! Oh, slow down, Pierce.
Did you water our biology yam last night?
Of course I watered it. It was my turn, wasn't it? I hold up my end.
Did you hold it?
Did you drop it?
Couldn't even get in the room.
Make up your mind, Pierce.
Did you water it? Could you not get in the room?
Okay, I lied about watering it. You should be talking to somebody who would want to hurt us.
And who's that?
The boy, Todd.
Oh my god, they brought Todd back? This answers my question from that episode. Will we see Todd again?
A pretty tight schedule.
A valuable side effect of military service.
What kind of muffin?
Blueberry.
Why not raisin?
That wasn't the assignment.
I could dance all day, Todd, but sooner or later the music's gonna...
Why not raisin?
Your yam was fine when I left.
There's a clock on the wall.
It's 2 times 5.
10 after 8.
I'm gifted in other ways.
You can't tell time.
The classroom door gets locked at 8.
Which means whoever did the crime.
Got in there before the doors were locked and stayed there for hours.
I was gonna say had a key.
Mm-hmm.
Is this about your yam?
I heard about that.
Oh,
Damn
it's getting around.
Mine just bloomed yesterday.
Congratulations.
Their face.
One biology room key checked out by magnitude.
No.
A key, but it was inside your backpack when someone stole it off a table in the library while you were using the bathroom, and you haven't seen it
Pop,
since.
pop.
Pop, pop!
They love him.
So now we gotta solve a robbery, too.
Well, whoever did it likes to steal backpacks off tables in the library.
I wish they would give Magnitude more lines. Oh, got him.
I found that backpack.
Hey, idiot.
Oh,
what?
cool. We got a Spider-Man tie. He is Miles Morales.
Big deal. Order some ketchup.
That doesn't make sense. You don't order ketchup. It's a condiment.
This level of smushing is consistent with someone stepping on the yam after it was dropped.
So whoever did this was angry.
Talk to a shrink.
Was it
What I can tell you
Leonard?
is that for a raw yam to get it this bad, you need more than gravity.
who wears boots?
Well, whoever did do this does owe you guys a letter. An A.
Oh, it's
This yam is
sprouting.
about to bloom.
Oh, they did a good job.
telling me after all this, our
What?
suspect's gonna slip away on the technicality that we're not police?
Okay, look, you don't need...
Technicality.
I say do what you have to do. It's too late to get compassionate. We only have time to get justice.
He's the district attorney.
Hidden meowing in here?
Not anymore, so hurry up.
Good Lord, Starburns.
Nelly! Why do they always run? Why do they always run?
I know who did it. I left the door open
Ooh.
and someone came in. He dropped your yam.
He?
If you promise I won't get in trouble for stealing that meth lab stuff.
Oh, God. Leonard.
Pinky swear?
Todd Jacobson, you have the right to do whatever you want. Nothing you say or do can be used against you by anyone. We'd really like it if you came with us. Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
I have an eyewitness who saw Todd drop the jar and flee.
Well, Todd, what do you have to say?
It was an
I
accident.
Just wanted...
Don't answer that, soldier.
Oh, God.
All you have is the word of this Mr. Starburns, who offers up no explanation as to why he was at the scene.
How about it, Jeffrey?
We know why.
That information as part of a pinky swear with a witness.
Pinky swear.
I'm upholding the pinky swear. What? Yo, man, you spent your life in the army. I spent mine in prison. You two can plead your case to the class and let them decide your grades.
Oh. A jury of their peers.
Professor. Thank you.
Colonel Archwood got to Starburns, threatened to involve the real cops. Now Starburns is in the wind.
Oh.
You push your little papers and you make your little speeches, and in the end, another dirtbag walks? Huh?
Abed! Abed! Walk it off! Walk it off!
Oh, now Abed's the bad cop. So they're...
Annie,
That's funny.
that class already hates us. If we go in there without a case, they'll fail us.
Do you consider yourself a hero?
Oh, no.
Of course not. A hero doesn't call himself a hero. A hero gets called a hero.
Yep.
I bet that pissed you right off, didn't it? Is that why you hit your wife? Withdrawn? Is that why you drink and pop pills? Withdrawn?
Annie.
No, you zip it, Uncle Nobby. I'm not fighting your wars anymore.
Listen to me.
Uncle Nobby.
It was an accident. I just wanted to look at your yam, but when I picked up the jar, it burnt me and I dropped it.
Annie was
think I've heard
ruthless.
enough.
Professor Kane, may we have a sidebar in your office? He said the jar burned him? It doesn't make any sense. People don't half confess to crimes.
Yeah.
Look. If it pleases the bio class,
Jeff.
I have closing arguments.
Of course you do.
What if our yam's roots were dead before they hit the ground?
Hey, that's mine.
Oh, magnitude.
Because it was boiled. Someone has been pouring boiling water into our jars at night. Boiling water
Oh.
is the icicle stabbing of yam killing.
Who did it? Whose was that?
Vicky?
I didn't do it, I swear.
I boiled the yams. Vicky's yam never sprouted, and I didn't want her to fail. Summer school, and we could finally have sex in my parents' cabin. God forgive me, I did it for love.
The case really was about biology.
Told you it was an important subject.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Starburns got rear-ended and the meth lab in his trunk exploded. He's dead.
Get the hell out of here. Special thanks to Dick Wolf. That's cute. No way do they kill off Starburns.
We're best friends. We share a bunk bed. Seems like we should be having them all the time.
I used to have secret codes with my brother banging on the wall.
Apartment done being fumigated?
Oh my God.
Why are you still here? I brought you some warm milk.
Oh, the dean.
Off to dreamland, catching the train to Sleepy Town.
Oh my God.
staring at you.
He puts them to bed.
Beans. It's nice, I guess.
Oh, come on, Community. How? Like, we're only 3 seasons into 6, and how are there this many amazing episodes, this many creative episodes? I mean, this show gets me speechless sometimes. It's not about parodying a show. Like, okay, they're parodying Law and Order. I'm sure there's plenty of shows that probably did the same thing similarly, like South Park, probably, things like that. But God, man, Community just does it on a whole other level. A whole episode about this. See, this is this is the thing. When you break this episode down, it is an episode about a yam, basically. So if you're pitching something, this is like, I don't know, it's like on the, just on the surface level, it's quote unquote a boring thing to do an episode about. But they're so creative. Like, they just go all in. They don't take themselves too seriously in regards to the show in general. But when they're like, okay, we want to parody Law and Order, it's like, let's do it right. I don't know. I can't think of words to say. It's just like, it was literally like watching an episode of Law and Order, only a comedy version. Not even like a full parody, because it was just like so perfect. The camera angles, the way the camera moved, the way they talked, like, yeah, they were being a little extra. But what also makes it work is when you have your 2 detectives, Troy and Abed, and then in Law and Order, it's I forget the names, but Mariska Hargitay and the other guy, I forgot his name. But she is technically the good cop. She could be aggressive a little bit, but in that show, she is the good cop, and the guy is obviously the bad cop because he's the one who really has the temper. But Troy and Abed, it works perfectly because a lot of times in comedy, you have the funny guy and the straight man, and they balance each other out. But with Troy and Abed, there really isn't a straight man when they're together. They're both the comedian, and it works, but then they're also kind of like parodying themselves because they both want to be the funny guy. So they keep going back and forth with the quip. And so one of them is like, okay, you could do it, And then what is also kind of funny is as they're like doing their interrogation of Starburns, they kind of realize, okay, one of us has to be serious. And you're like, okay, so Abed's going to be the bad cop. Troy's going to be the good cop. But like earlier, Troy was the bad cop. So it's like, I think I confused myself. I meant to say earlier in the episode, Troy was the bad cop when he pulled Todd from making his basket. But then later on in the episode, Abed was the one who kind of had, the little sass and the little attitude. And Troy was like, to go take a walk. When early in the episode, Abed's the one who told Troy to go take a walk. So it was really funny. Annie with the closing arguments and, interrogating Todd was brilliant. What made it even funnier to me was, I know she always wants to get the best grade. She always wants the A. And she was really fighting for it. And my expectation was once they got, Todd to kind of confess to doing it, she would have just been like, okay, now we, it's over and we get our grades. But she was enjoying that. She was like, she did a dance. So she was enjoying that a little bit too much. And then we come back to Jeff, who has like the conscious and has like the eureka moment where he figures out when Todd was like, he burned his hand, which means the water must have been hot. And no one put boiling water in it. So he's like, oh, well, maybe the person who did this, sabotage everyone's but themselves. And eventually they come to the end and they figure out who did it. Genius. Community is just a freaking I can't believe this show was on the brink of cancellation from what everyone tells me. Like after every season, they didn't know if they were going to make another one. It's not because of quality, because the show is amazing, but it might have something to do with budget, because for such a, I don't want to say it, this is contradictory when I say like a low budget comedy, meaning in general, the show doesn't need a lot of fancy like sets and effects and stuff. But when they do an episode like this, or a holiday episode, or like the Wild West episode, the paintball episodes, it looks like they put a lot of money and effort into those. So the budgets on these seasons must have ballooned. Maybe that was the reason, but I can't see this show not getting good ratings. I can't. I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, like, how did this show do when it was on up to season 3? I know you all told me after season 1 it was in danger and season 2 was in danger. Like, was it ever not? I know it like shifted to shifted studios. Like it was, I think, NBC, and then the last 2 seasons, I believe, was put out by Amazon or something like that. So I don't know. It's really hard for me to believe that a show this good would struggle to get 6 seasons. That's nuts. But this episode was really, really good. I can't say it enough how much I love this cast and how much I love the creativity that they put into this. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Or like Abe would say, cool, cool, cool. So everyone out there, let me know, what did you think of this episode? What do you think of my reaction? And I just want everyone to tell me their thoughts when they initially watched this video or watched this episode. Like, what were your thoughts when you watched it? And what are your thoughts during rewatches, etc. So I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, guys.